Coming up on News Live at 6, the annual charity sports auction is underway. We're live from the event tonight and have the exclusive look at the prizes you could walk home with.
Plus, the untold story of a beloved mascot here on campus. While he's not orange, he is just as lovable.
And we're tracking a major winter storm moving into our area as early as tonight. I'll have everything you need to know to be prepared. News Live at 6 starts right now.
This is CitrusTV News Live at 6, your campus news leader.
The 19th annual charity sports auction is going on right now. Welcome into News Live at 6. I'm Nicole Aponte.
And I'm Peyton Spellacy. This auction will be hosting its in-person event tomorrow during the SU basketball game. Our reporter Anjana Desam is live outside the dome to tell us more. Anjana, what can we expect to see at this auction?
Thanks, Peyton. Well, this year's auction has a lot to offer. The online bidding has been live since last Friday and will continue throughout tomorrow's game. All the proceeds are going to go to Tilly's Touch, which is a nonprofit organization used to help young students graduate high school and help provide more sports opportunities during their high school career. The Sports Management Club has been providing this event every year since 2004, with raising over $665,000 for different charities over the years by auctioning items such as different sports memorabilia, SU merchandise, jewelry, and gift baskets. Alex Grossman, a member of the Sports Management Club, explains his goal for this year's auction.
In terms of money raised, anywhere from $50,000 to $60,000 would, really make us happy. That's not to say that something less than that is a failure, but at the end of the day, we want Tilly's Touch to be able to maintain their soccer facilities and their, tutoring services, everything that they do, because they have a 100% high school graduation rate, which they're very proud of. So, just making sure they can keep their programs going is really important to us. So, yeah.
For more information, you can visit their website at sucharityauctionsports.com, and the bidding will be open till Wednesday at 9 p.m. That's all I have for you guys right now. Guys, back to you.
Anjana, thanks so much. Students studying late for finals in Bird will have new food options available on campus. Page's Cafe will expand its hours to remain open from 8 a.m. until 9 at night, Monday to Thursday. The cafe will also accept meal swipes for payment for food. Students with unlimited meal plans can use one swipe per meal period. A meal includes their sandwiches, packaged food, or a beverage.
And looking to tomorrow, SU is turning Giving Tuesday into Giving Tuesday. The university encourages community members to donate in honor of the day. It also marks the last day of the Student Organization Challenge. The top 3 student organizations will split an additional $4,000 in challenge money. All funds will go towards areas of need in the community.
Syracuse University is known for its bright mascot, Otto the Orange, but our Cora Maricosta has found a mascot that's just as lovable on campus.
Navigating campus grounds at Syracuse University can be a challenge for some, but for one dog, it's a walk in the park.
Come on. Good boy.
SU Professor Karen Hall has been strung along by Butters every morning for nearly a decade.
I started walking through here, because before that I always rode my bike. So it was a little hard for me to give my bike up because I really did like the convenience of that. But yes, I became a walker when I adopted Butters.
The constant walks and dog cares started inside of the Honors College 7 years ago. It was here where Karen first found her soon-to-be best friend on an online listing.
And I checked it every day. One day when I went online to check it, there was an Australian Shepherd, a full-bred Aussie. And so I jumped up from my desk. I told my supervisor, Hannah, I gotta go look at a dog.
Before she knew it, Butters became an overnight sensation.
He is totally the honors mascot. I love Butters. There's nothing else to it.
He does make me feel like I'm connected to a rock star.
Butters works, well, like a dog at the Honors College, making students and staff's days that much more enjoyable with his presence.
With Butters as the ambassador for honors, it's easy to fall in love with Butters and to fall in love with honors, and honestly to fall in love with Syracuse University.
With Butters turning 9, Karen plans to get her assistant a student of his own.
And I want to adopt another dog who's young, so that when Butters gets older and ready to retire, he can start staying home and I can start bringing that dog.
But Butters hasn't reached his dog days yet.
Butters is my best friend.
For many, it's hard to find happiness in the little things. But sometimes all it takes is seeing puppy dog eyes to be reminded.
Yeah, I mean, if you're at all depressed, walk through the world with a cute dog, because everyone smiles at the dog.
In Syracuse, Holdmeyer Costa, Citrus TV News.
Sorry for those technical difficulties, but still a very well-done story. That's a dog that's more than just a best friend. Butters and Karen look forward to celebrating his birthday with the campus community in the spring.
Onondaga County has received a lake effect storm warning starting tomorrow morning. The National Weather Service predicts heavy snow and strong winds, with the worst of it expected to happen tomorrow afternoon. The Syracuse area is predicted to get 5 to 9 inches of snow in the next 3 days.
I can absolutely not believe that it's already snow weather. I feel like just yesterday we were talking about starting to feel like fall, but now winter's in full effect.
I know. The snow isn't sticking yet, but to hear if it will stick around is our weather anchor, Lauren Holdmeyer. Lauren, what do you have for us?
Peyton and Nicole, hello. Now today is the first day of the semester that I'm saying you need your winter coat, you need your hat, and you need your gloves because it is cold out here. And as you can see, that heavy snow is already starting to fall down. It's already starting to accumulate here off in the grass as well. But let's take a look at our current conditions. Right now we're at about 34 degrees, but look at that feels like temperature, 28 degrees. And then looking ahead to tonight, we're going to cool down to about 32 degrees by about 10 o'clock. But as the night moves on and into the early morning, we're going to see mid to high 20s, which is going to create conditions for that snow to accumulate throughout your day tomorrow. Now, I'll have more on that big storm that we are expecting throughout the day tomorrow later on in the show. But for now, I'll throw it back to you guys.
Lauren, thanks so much. Stay warm out there too. Well, turning to the city now, the city of Syracuse is filing a new lawsuit against the company Cash and its owner Tom Hornstein for failing to correct several city violations on Burnett Avenue. The violations include failing to obtain proper parking permits while also failing to remove illegally parked vehicles, improper signs, and graffiti. Hornstein purchased the properties on the avenue back in 2020, calling the project Burnett Square. The violations were supposed to be fixed by late August.
And more road closures starting today. There is now a double-lane closure on I-690 eastbound between exit 14 and 15. The closures will be between 9 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon. The work may be postponed due to an inclement weather, but is expected to conclude on Friday.
We'll get ready to rock. Classic rock band Styx is coming back to Syracuse. The Grammy-nominated band is set to perform at the Landmark Theater on March 24th. No opening act has been named yet. Tickets for the concert go on sale on Ticketmaster Friday. Those with city cards will have to access pre-sale tickets starting tomorrow.
A Binghamton pot seller says he's close to opening a legal marijuana pop-up shop in Manlius. Damian Cornwell plans to get approval from the state and a local permit in a few days. Cornwell expects to sell legal and lab-tested marijuana products such as edibles, vapes, and drinks. This will be the first shop to sell pot products in eastern Onondaga County and the third showcase in the county.
The search for a missing RIT student has extended beyond New York. Matthew Grant's family says nothing seemed to be out of the ordinary when he went to wrestling practice Monday night, but they have not heard from him since. His car was last tracked to the thruway exit in Syracuse. Grant was driving a 2014 gray Jeep Cherokee with a Michigan license plate, which his family believes is crucial to find anyone with information about Matthew's disappearance. Is urged to call 911.
Ithaca police are turning to the public to identify an armed suspect involved in a dispute. Police say the suspect threatened to kill an employee with a black handgun last week. The suspect eventually left the area in what is described as a BMW 3 Series. Ithaca police are asking for any information on the pictured suspect by calling or emailing a tip to them.
The Ithaca Police Department has appointed Lieutenant Thomas Kelly as its new chief. Kelly has 23 years of experience as a patrol officer, sergeant, and detective. In previous roles, Kelly advocated for the gun violence elimination program and introduced new tactics for homicide investigations. Kelly graduated from the University of Albany and the FBI National Academy. He begins his role as chief on December 18th.
Coming up on News Live at 6, honoring the former First Lady. The service is going on right now in Atlanta for Rosalind Carter.
Plus an update on the Israel-Hamas war, the decision both sides have agreed on after the break.
Here's to the straggly ones, the itchy ones, the black, brown, red, and gray ones, the ones grown by Dad. The ones grown for Dad. Because whatever you grow will save a bro. Learn more at Movember.com.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice, single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie and then wham-bam minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
You're watching Citrus TV News live at 6 with Peyton Spellacy, Nicole Aponte, and Lauren Holdmeyer. Now, your campus news leader continues.
Welcome back to News Live at 6. The suspected Vermont shooter has pleaded not guilty at his arraignment today. 48-year-old Jason Eaton was charged on 3 counts of attempted murder in the second degree. Police say Eaton was arrested Sunday afternoon for the shooting of 3 Palestinian college students in Vermont.
The victims, all men, are undergraduates at Brown University, Haverford College, and Trinity College. They were on their way home for Thanksgiving. 2 of them are in stable condition, and the 3rd received much more serious injuries after being hit in the spinal cord.
And happening right now, a repose service for former First Lady Rosalynn Carter in Atlanta. Carter died peacefully last Sunday at her home in Plains, Georgia. Carter was a leading advocate for mental health reform, dedicating her life to humanitarian efforts.
Carter's memorial service is scheduled for tomorrow at Glen Memorial United Methodist Church at Emory University. Former President Jimmy Carter is expected to attend the service for his late wife. A private funeral service for friends and family will be held on Wednesday.
Latest in the Israel-Hamas conflict, an agreement has been reached to extend Israel and Hamas's truce in Gaza by 2 days. Under the agreement, Hamas will release 10 hostages each day. The Israeli Prime Minister's senior advisor, Mark Regev, said they are willing to extend the truce by a day for each 10 hostages released.
Regev credited President Joe Biden for helping arrange the deal. Biden said that, quote, "We will not stop until all of the hostages held by Hamas terrorists are released."
And Chinese courts are hearing lawsuits over a Malaysia Airlines flight that went missing nearly 10 years ago. The flight deviated from its scheduled path from the capital of Malaysia to Beijing when it disappeared over the Indian Ocean in 2014.
The claims for compensation are from nearly 40 families of the passengers who claim the missing airline and its manufacturers put them in financial distress. Of the 200 people aboard the flight, more than 150 were Chinese nationals. The fate of the flight remains a mystery to this day.
And coming up, we'll have a full look at your weather forecast. Stay with us.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown and feel technique. After the first drown, a good stir. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay. Yeah. Hey Smokey, catch! Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
From the CitrusTV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
And welcome back to News Live at 6. Let's take a look at your 5-day forecast for this week. Tuesday, that lake effect snowstorm is moving in. High of 32 degrees and a low of just 24 on Tuesday. Wednesday, we're seeing kind of the same conditions. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we are going to warm up to those low to mid 40s. But let's go ahead and take a look at that lake effect storm that we are expecting for tomorrow. So if we take a look at my slides tomorrow, we are going to be expecting a big lake effect storm. Here is the current radar for right now. And as you can see, a lot of that rain is transitioning into blue, which is the snow. Those flurries are already starting to fall, as you saw earlier tonight. Let's take a look now at what the conditions are going to be for tomorrow. So we are expecting anywhere from 5 to 8 inches of snow, definitely 8 on the high side. All of Onondaga County is going to be affected, but Syracuse in particular is going to be seeing a lot of that snow tomorrow. And the peak will be Tuesday evening. So if you're going to be out and about tomorrow night, definitely make sure to grab that heavy winter coat. And then let's go ahead and take a look at some of your driving conditions for tomorrow. Now, the National Weather Service is suggesting that you stay off the roads as much as possible tomorrow. If you can avoid driving at all costs, definitely make sure you do that. It's going to be some slippery conditions. However, if you do need to drive, make sure you bring those winter clothes with you. Make sure you bring a flashlight and some extra food and water in the car with you just in case. Peyton and Nicole, I'll send it over to you for now.
Lauren, thanks so much. Well, I especially don't want to be driving tomorrow because it's going to be awful out. So it's the perfect weather to online shop. Well, today, Cyber Monday is set to be record-breaking. Americans are expected to spend $12 billion shopping online. It's estimated spending will increase by over 6% despite increased borrowing costs.
While in-store sales have increased steadily by 1% this holiday season, a bigger turnout is expected from today's online deals. The biggest deals will come from toys, while electronics will follow with deals up to 30%.
One thing that may impact Cyber Monday, the Panama Canal. The canal has been experiencing a record-breaking drought that's impacting a vital supply route for America and other countries. Citrus TV reporter Tyler O'Donnell joins us live in studio to tell us more. Well, I have to ask Tyler, will this impact our Cyber Monday shopping?
Well, Nicole. A crucial part to the American supply chain, and recently a drought has lowered the capacity of this vital choke point by 40%. According to the Panama Canal Shipping Authority, the capacity will only decrease further as time goes on. This has caused some ships to be left waiting outside the canal for their turn through through shipping companies, large amounts of money and time. According to the New York Times, some companies have paid up to $2 million to make sure ships get to their destination with little delay. Patrick Penfield, a professor of supply chain practice, told us that if companies have to pay more, the consumers will as well.
Oh, it is for sure. Yeah, anything that again is going to cost money. You have to look at it two ways. Either we pass it to the consumer, or it's going to impact our margins. And so, for the most part, usually what most companies do is they pass it on to the consumer, increase their prices so that way they can preserve margin.
Here you can see a few of the items that are commonly shipped through the canal. The big one is commodities. These are your toys and clothes and consumer electronics. These are what you'll likely be shopping for this holiday season. Generally, if it comes through China and ships by boat, there's a chance of delays and/or price increases. The situation is still unfolding, and no matter how long this drought lasts, one thing is certain: international shipping could be in troubled waters. Tyler O'Donnell, Citrus TV News.
Syracuse football has finally become eligible for a bowl game. Find out how it all went down this weekend. Sports is coming up after the break.
Welcome to an excellent episode of Live from Studio B.
What are you doing, bro? Is that for no context? Oh, that was definitely cut.
Gets me off like a drug. I can
And now, your Citrus TV Sports Report.
Syracuse football did something special on Saturday against Wake Forest with interim head coach Nunzio Campanelli. The 'Cuse took down Wake 35-31 and are now eligible for a postseason bowl game. This is the first time since 2012 and 2013 that SU has done that. Welcome to sports. I'm Sean Dempsey. So let's take a look at how the Orange got it done against the Demon Deacons, and boy, it wasn't easy by any means. On offense for Syracuse, it was the rushing attack that helped SU find the end zone. Running back LaQuinn Allen tallied 32 carries for 145 yards and a touchdown. Allen reached 1,000 yards on the season after his dominant day on the ground. After the game, the sophomore back credited his teammates up front for putting him in a position to succeed. Take a listen.
It means the linemen, they came out here and did a great job, all season, not just today, and putting up those numbers, it showed. So I'm thankful for them.
And the rest of the offense now wait to see where and when they will play next. Right now, CBS Sports Projections has SU slated in the Gasparilla Bowl in Tampa, Florida against South Alabama. In the Dome, Syracuse men's basketball gears up for its game against LSU tomorrow night at 7 in the ACC-SEC Challenge. The 'Cuse are coming off a long week, a tropical trip to Hawaii. SU played in the Maui Invitational and finished 1-2, but played against some of the top teams in the country. The Orange fell to number 7 Tennessee and number 11 Gonzaga. On the bright side, LSU presents a much more reasonable challenge. The Tigers are 4-2 on the season with early losses to unranked Nicholls and Dayton. Judah Mintz has carried the Orange thus far. Sophomore is averaging about 18 points per game and 4 assists. Mintz is also shooting a career high 37% from three-point land. And in the NFL, former Syracuse quarterback Tommy DeVito is making a name for himself. DeVito led the Giants to a 10-7 win over the Patriots on Sunday. The New Jersey native also made history by being the first Giants quarterback with 5+ touchdowns in his first 2 NFL starts since 1950. That's before my dad was even born. DeVito finished the contest against New England with 200 passing yards, no interceptions, and a touchdown as well. Most people think of shopping on Black Friday, but what about football? That's right, the NFL played on Black Friday for the first time ever. The Dolphins took down the Jets on Friday 34-13. New York bench quarterback Zach Wilson started Tim Boyle for the first time this season. Boyle didn't have a great outing, though. The Hartford native threw for 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. One of those was a 99-yard pick six at the end of the first half. The Jets now stand at 4-7 and third in the AFC East.
Sean, always love having you on sports. Thank you. After the break, we have one last look at your weather. Stick with us.
Maybe he's really focused.
Maybe he likes spinning the wheels.
Maybe he just loves trucks.
Preoccupation with objects is one early sign of autism. Learn.
Hey, Hard, what's this?
That's my resignation letter. You're resigning. Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you get stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit. I forgot. I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me. Okay, but remember, it's not what you say. It's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why couldn't the Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Where did cats go on vacation? New York.
And welcome back to News Live at 6. Let's take a look now at what you need to know for tomorrow as that lake effect snow is moving into our area. You're definitely going to need that heavy winter coat tomorrow, maybe your hat and gloves as well. The cold front is going to be moving in throughout the tonight and into the morning tomorrow, and we should have a pretty heavy coating of that snow by tomorrow evening. So I'm anticipating a lot of snow tomorrow.
Thanks for those tips. I know they'll especially come in handy, especially for this crew, because we don't want snow here.
Yes.
Well, that's sadly all the time for Citrus TV News Live at 6 for this Monday.
Don't forget, you can follow us on X and Instagram at Citrus TV News. Now, for the entire Citrus TV News team, I'm Peyton Spellacy.
And I'm Nicole Aponte. Have a great night, Syracuse, and stay warm out there.